When we think about the coast of Georgia, it has very high biodiversity, it has marine elements, it has estuarine elements, and freshwater. There are multiple different types of habitats to protect and to conserve. Areas that are important to our people from a cultural and historical significance, and also from an ecological significance. We're really fortunate here on the Georgia coast and that many of those places overlap. I'm Christi Lambert, and I'm with the Nature Conservancy in Georgia. I'm our Director of Coastal and Marine Conservation. I'm based here out of our office in the middle of Georgia here on the Altama Wildlife Management Area, working to protect approximately 200,000 acres in conservation lands in this corridor. The Nature Conservancy focuses on areas that are globally important, and the Georgia coast is definitely of great global significance. To be really immersed in the Altamaha and to be in the middle of it, it's Georgia's little Amazon. It's that feeling of being very small in a very large system. We have to think beyond boundaries, beyond individual property boundaries, and think at a large landscape scale. By working in partnership with many others, the landowners and the communities, the stakeholders that have an interest in protecting and conserving this area. We can't think just about what we have here in front of us here on the coast. We have to think about the practices upriver and what's happening upriver. We have 5 major rivers that flow into our coast here on the Atlantic. Our goals include protecting our water quality, our water quantity, and the flow regime. And we have great opportunities to restore areas and help to restore flow, to provide the sediments that can help keep our areas and our marshes lifted. As we think about climate change and sea level rise, by protecting upriver and keeping that healthy, we can keep this more natural flow of sediments downriver. And therefore, it can provide habitat for our shorebirds, sea turtles, and others that need to have the sediments. And our people too. So one of the ways that we're working with communities is to help bring to them tools that they can use in their planning. And planning with them, how can we be more resilient? Can we protect some of these areas that can serve as natural infrastructure, that can help to absorb and hold those waters and release them more slowly? Can we restore systems? Living shorelines is a nature-based solution to erosion on the Georgia coast. We're mimicking a natural shoreline and coming in and designing it with nature to enhance the shoreline by using native species, oysters, and we also use native plants. These living shorelines are withstanding storms, and we've learned lessons all along the way and are sharing what we've learned with people and communities and engaging in practices and policies and conservation. One of our great needs is funding to support the work. You can support conservation wherever you live in the state of Georgia that can protect our coastal areas. Georgia's coast is such a diverse area, and diverse habitat types, diversity of animals, and also the richness that brings us together. It's one of the last great places in the world. And thinking of what we've been able to do, inspired by the conservation and the leaders that we've had to be inspired by, and now thinking forward, thinking about the next 50 years of what we can do to take care of our coast.